Are you thinking about buying a 14-inch Kink Pump BMX bike for your kid, but not sure if you were able to build it up? Well, you're in luck today. I'm gonna show you how you can build up this bike by yourself with a few tools, a little bit of knowledge from me, and all the tricks that I know how to do from the 25 years of working at a bike shop to basically help you get this on the road for your kid. So yeah, let's get to it. This is how the box or the bike shows up to you. It comes in a box. This bad boy is 90% built up, but there's a few little things that you gotta assemble and adjust to get the bike perfect for your child. So yes, this is the Pump 14-inch BMX bike, and you're gonna need a few tools. Definitely hex head or Allen wrenches. You're gonna need wire cutters. You're also gonna need a pedal wrench, which is a super thin wrench to fit inside the pedals to tighten them up. You might need a multi-tool like this, or you might need a socket, extension, and a ratchet. And then, the multi-tools come with hex head tools, so it's pretty cool that these have everything in one. You're also gonna need a utility knife, razor blade, or X-Acto knife. You might need an adjustable wrench. You're definitely gonna need some type of device to air up your tires or pump them up. And yeah, and then all these tips and tricks. So let's get to it. I'm gonna use a couple other tools here and there, but they kind of have the same concept. It just helps me get the job done faster. So this is how the bike comes. It always has these little staples in here. Kink is known to have heavy duty glue. So let's see if we can pop it open. All right, so that one popped open, but see, all this glue is keeping it on there. What I like to do is stick my hand underneath right by the staple. It usually helps pry them up pretty good and relatively easy, like so. Perfect. And then now, if you're looking for a bike for your kid and he's a boy and he loves blue, this is definitely the bike you should get him if he rides a 16-inch, because this blue is awesome. Your bike will come in a box like this, come all packaged up to keep it safe. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take this thing out of the box. Oops. You have the few part.
I'm gonna give you.
Got the bike.
Nice.
We got the seat post. We got the chain guard. This guy's going to X Games, so he doesn't need this. I'm gonna file that. You can put that chain guard on if you like. Parents and stuff like that, yes, it'll probably keep the pants from getting stuck on there. But if you just have them wear some pretty fitting jeans, you wouldn't have a problem. This bike box comes with all the stuff in this box. So yeah, let's go and start building this up. So we got this box here. I'm gonna break down the bottom of it real quick. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a pain. Love it. When they have a lot of glue, I like to push it down. In the middle, it usually pulls a lot of the glue off. And then you can reach out back underneath it. Fold her down. All right. And slide this trash can. Make sure you always have a trash can. A lot of BMXers think they're a mechanic, but don't even have a trash can in sight. Throw that one in there. All right, so here we go. You're gonna put the seat post in just a little bit. And you're gonna tighten it up. Don't go too crazy. If you don't have a stand, you can build this on the floor. All right, so this is how it comes. You don't necessarily have to take this off, but I like to see it starts from the front. Main thing is probably these handlebars and this wheel. Yep, there's a bunch of zip ties all over the place. So this guy. That zip tie, we're gonna set these bars down. This zip tie here. This little cardboard, take it off. It's got these little axle protectors. Sometimes those can be a little difficult to take off. And we're just gonna take off the basic things, nothing too crazy. We wanna start from the front to the back so that we know everything is tight, adjusted correctly. And we didn't forget to tighten or loosen any bolts in the wrong way. All right, sweet. Bars are protected pretty good, bagged up. Got freaking foam grips. Took those things off and you got the real ones. Got a little handlebar, looks pretty nice. If you want to know more about this bike, definitely subscribe to our channel and check out the explain and review on the Kink Pump bike. You can watch it up there. All right, so pulling off the top tube and the down tube pads or protection. Ooh, look at that blue. That blue looks nice. That shit is gonna sell so fast.
That's nice.
Oh, yeah, super quick. Super nice blue.
That car comes out like that. Kink.
Yeah, with the chrome stickers.
Yep.
That look nice.
It's like rainbow colors.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be one of the fastest flying freaking 16-inch bikes. All right, so next we're gonna loosen these side little bolts. What this is gonna do is gonna allow us to turn the stem. See, I can spin it a little bit. Line it up. Not perp. Oh shoot, don't do that. Make sure you don't do that. A little bit closer. All right. So, all right, so you're gonna loosen up these bolts. We just want to get them to the loosen up finger loose. Boom. All right, got it down right there. I'm gonna raise it up a little bit. And now we can put the cap back on. All right, so quick thing. So knurling right here, this helps you know where the center of the bar is. You can use that and put it in the stem and center it up pretty even, and that will get the fixed spot where you want to put the handlebars in the center of the stem. Don't tighten them up all the way, just kind of get the bolts started, tightening down. Get a little firm on the cap. Boom. I'm gonna back them out a little bit and then raise it up. And now you want to tilt the bars and put them pretty close to the straight with the fork. Looks pretty good. And on this one, you want to try to keep these caps pretty even. So this one, you need a little bit different tool because it doesn't fit in there. Here, these little, the little stem and bars, the little bars pretty much make it a pain to get in here. That one's not even fitting. Baby bars need a baby Allen wrench. Yeah, it's pretty hard to get into. All right. So righty tighty, lefty loosey on almost all the bolts. Clockwise, we'll tighten it up. Counterclockwise, we'll loosen it. All right, so we got that there. On your brake lever, there's a 4 millimeter on the top. You can loosen this up, raise it up a little bit. Keep it kind of flat. Most of the kids don't tilt it down as much as the bigger kids' bikes because they're not standing as much. So keeping it flatter will definitely help them out. We're gonna put the cable on, or cable in. Make sure that these are aligned and then aligned with the lever here so we can slip the cable in here. But on the back side, there is a hole right here where you have to put the cable in. On the brake cable, make sure that sitting on the bike, the cable's on the left side and then it runs up to the right side in front of the frame. So we're gonna put that ball inside. Run the cable in the line. And then bottom this out. Now the cable's all the way around. And if we pull it back over here, boom, now the cable's all snug. Okay, sweet. Next, we're gonna throw on the front wheel. Remember, we didn't finish that up because we're working front to back. We can finish all that other stuff in a second, but we know for sure that this lever's tightened up. The stem is, this one's loose, but we know that, and that's gonna be the last thing that we do. So easy. On this next one, the tire, when you're sitting on the bike looking down at your front wheel, the tire tread pattern is going to make kind of an arrow. See how there's kind of an arrow? You want that facing the front, so when you put it into your fork, make sure that it's facing forward. When you're sitting on the bike, make sure it's facing forward, and that will give you the correct direction for your tire. And when you go to put this wheel on, hold the hook washers out, slide it on, rotate the hook washers until it gets inside of the dropout, and then you want to tighten one of these axle nuts and then do the same thing on the other side. Once you got that going, you can pull up on the wheel, tighten it up a little bit on one side, tighten it up on the other side. And keep in mind, if you don't have this tool, you can use an adjustable wrench. This one just helps speed it up for me. Just remembering the sizes makes it pretty easy. Okay, next, there's a little cable, guide wire, or whatever that goes right here. A little piece, Velcro strap that goes in there. So it's in the box. You're gonna pull it out. Bike Lives Matter ribbon of the week. All right, so we're gonna put this in here. Boom. Make sure it's facing up in the direction where you can read it. You got your cable. Nice. All right, so next, pull these last packaging out. Boom, boom. All right, So next, if you've seen our other videos, oh man, I left that freaking crescent wrench up there. The little one, not to use a big one. All right, so loosen up the brake pads. On the opposite side, you want to push up the arm and then place this pad onto the rim and make sure that the pad lays flat. If you jiggle it around like that, it should make it lay flat, and then you'll get the best surface to surface contact. See how it rotated a little bit? Hold the brake pad and then rotate the brake pad and then turn the wrench a little bit too to get it to line up. See how it went just a little bit past? I'm gonna hold it again still, and then I'm gonna go the other direction. And now look at it, see how it's perfectly lined up? So that's a little trick to get the brake pads tight and in the right spot that you need them. Going to this other side, I'm gonna do the same thing. All right, so I got it flat. Tighten it down. Okay, nice. It's tight. It's tight there. Okay, we're gonna make sure that these cables are all in the slots that they need to be. All right, we're gonna put this in this brake arm. There's a little slot right here. You could put the cable in, and then the little ball goes right into there and locks in. On this other side, same deal. Just push the brake arm there at the bottom. You could hold the bottom of the frame if that helps. Over time, you just get better at it. So I'm gonna lock that in. Now, notice how brakes are hitting the grip and the wheel's not stopping. This is how you fix that. There's a little barrel adjuster under here. Check this out. This is called the barrel adjuster. If you pull this cable out, it'll give you enough slack. And what you want to do is back this out. And to be honest with you, I am actually gonna go all the way till it bottoms out. And the reason why I'm gonna do that is because this cable will stretch and the brakes will stop working as good. So check this out. See how the cable barely, or the lever barely moves? I'm gonna stretch out the cable. All right. Now if we go to the back, it's pretty freaking close. I don't know, I kind of don't like it. All right, so since I don't like it, I'm going to show you another thing that I don't normally show on these videos, because normally this stuff is already taken care of. But the brake arm is too far to the right, and this left one is closer to the rim, where the left one slightly rubs or gets really close to rubbing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to release tension here, because the lever is still pretty hard to pull. Let me see. Okay, so right here, luckily, this, actually, no, take that back. This is not easier. This is actually, we're gonna have to do a couple things. Let's see. All right, so it takes a 5. You're gonna put that 5 inside of there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold this Allen wrench, and with this, right, I'm gonna turn it counterclockwise and release some of the tension. And it moved the pad over a little bit, and the lever feels a little bit softer, like easier to pull. So that's a plus. Okay, a little bit more. I think it's just a hair more. Let's see this. I think right there should be good. Oh yeah. Yeah, now we got some space. The brake lever is easier to pull, and that'll help him stop more. The reason why we had to hold this bolt and to loosen this one is because we released some of the tension on the spring to make this pad go inward, and we held that Allen head to keep it tight so that it doesn't change the tension of the spring. So on the left side, it's if you loosen the bolt or this nut, it pushes the brake pads in that way. If you want to know more about that, check out some of my other videos about how to adjust 990 brakes, and that will definitely help you out. Going next, kind of freaking out. Let's see. Some of these tires freak me out because got a few bikes come back and they had blown tires up before we even got the bike. Speaking of that, I got an email to get that warranted. All right, so with your pump or whatever device, you're gonna pump it up to the PSI required. So let's see, this one's really hard to see, but it says 35 to 60 PSI. We probably only got 40 PSI juice in here. So we're just gonna go up to 40 PSI juice. Make sure the tire's not popping off. Yeah, that's pretty good. Boom. All right, we're good. All right, let's put it on the front. It's a little harder on these little bikes because I ain't got not much room. Boom, got that one on there. It all complete. Turn up this cap right here. Turn up this cap right here. All right, next is the pedals. You got two pedals. Usually, or always, you have one with lines on it and one without lines. The one without with the lines is the left side. The one without the lines is the right side. Some of them have a little R on it. Some of them have an L on it. So let's take these pedals. We're gonna put just a little bit of grease on it. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna touch these. And we can go all the way around and kind of rub this grease everywhere. You don't have to get it perfect when it goes inside the crank arms. This will spread the grease, but spreading out evenly helps a little bit. So we're gonna go on this left side. Thread it in with your fingers. Now we're gonna do the right side. All right. Now, if you pedal backwards and you hold on to the pedal bolt, it'll tighten them up pretty fast. And we'll do the other side. See how this one's spinning counterclockwise and it's tightening up? Keep that in mind. All right. You got that on there and that on there. All right, the only other thing left to do is to align these and grease the seat post. Oh, she's stuck in there. All right. So while you're sitting on the bike, you want to look down and you want to line this front wheel and this stem up. See how it turned a little bit? Kind of hard sometimes to get it perfect. There we go. If this thing is shaking, you can tighten up this 5mm bolt up on the top right here to compress it all together. Don't tighten it up a lot. You just want it to pull together, and then once you feel it kind of hit, Don't tighten it up much more. You could do like a quarter to or an eighth to a quarter turn to get it snug, but you don't want to do that much because then it starts pulling the headset together and making it hard to turn. All right, so tighten up both of those bolts. Yep, looks pretty solid. And then you're gonna just grease up the seat post just a little bit. Slide it down. Align the seat straight. Yeah, and it's now that the bike's complete, that's how you build up the 14-inch Kink Pump BMX bike. If you want this bike, head over to stackbmx.com and pick your kid up a new bike today.